physically shaking. I couldn't drive the car. I have to go, honestly. There's a side of me that had actually let go of the car.
'Cause if I'm the ocean, you're the rain. We only need each other, baby, you know we're the same.
What's up, besties, and welcome back to another vlog. Today's vlog is going to be different because I have a situation. In my mind, I legit thought I had enough footage for the vlog, but then I started editing and I realized, wait a minute, not only did I leave out like super important details about the weekend, I also didn't have enough footage for the vlog. I mean, I barely had 10 minutes of vlog after everything was edited. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna sit here and fill in the gaps, because why the hell not? It is hot. Ouch. Let's back it up, right? We're gonna take this back all the way to Friday. So Friday, we are at home, and we had to drive all the way into Joburg because we had to go fetch our chairs. We have two super amazing decorative chairs. Dizzy insists on sitting on them. I don't know if we should, because I want them to last longer. And you know, once you start sitting on these decorative chairs, they start looking a little bit wonky and stuff. But anyway, the point is we had to drive all the way into Joburg. We drove around Pretoria for a little bit trying to hire a trailer, and everybody was just looking for blood samples and all these incredibly insane things that we did not have. So we thought, you know what, let's just go into Joburg. We have a place where we normally hire trailers. They know us, they have our information. It should be easy peasy, mac and cheesy. And so we drove into Joburg. We got the trailer, the chairs, and we drove all the way back here. We stayed home for a little bit. It was just around the time to do the school run. The kids come off school at 1:30 on Friday. It's super short. We got the kids from school. We came home and we're like, fantastic guys, come on, let's hop in the car and let's go back and return the trailer. Except Gamo didn't want to. We're like, you know what, it's fine, you can stay. Keep the doors locked. We're not gonna make an announcement that we're leaving. All should be fine. Just as we were joining the N1, or just before we got to the N1 to drive back into Joburg, we get the SMS saying Sylvia is ready for collection. What? Now my heart is beating out of my chest. I don't even know why I didn't vlog that moment. I was just shook. And maybe a little backstory while we are here. The day before then, Thursday, we got the official code. We took the car into Bosch. Initially it was at Audi. They charged us a ridiculous amount of money, literally like probably 4,000 shy of 100k to fix the car. And we're like, no, that doesn't make any sense. It was a little less than what I owed on the car, and it just didn't make financial sense. So we took the car and we took it to Steve's Auto something. They are the same guys we used a few years ago when we needed stuff done on the car. They also were not entirely sure what the situation is with the car. They kept saying, you know, engine this, engine that, injectors here, injectors there. So we're like, okay, no. Took it back in. At the time I said to Dizzy, you know, my mind is running over time and I'm gonna end up making incorrect decisions. So let's get the car from the mechanic, bring it here at home, and let me just let it simmer and stew in my head until I can make a decision. I remember saying, when I'm in Dahlstrom, I will come back most likely with a decision of what I want to do with the car. So I went to Dahlstrom, came back, and I said, let's take the car into Bosch. I was like, if we have to buy parts for the car, we most likely will get them from Bosch. Bosch's prices are reasonable, whereas with your Audis and them, because the parts are branded, it becomes 2 times more expensive. So I said, let's take it to Bosch and let's see what happens. Got the tow truck, took it to Bosch. They said to us, it's gonna take a while before we can give you a formal quote, because we just want to go through the car step by step and like figure out what needs to be done. Took them about 2 weeks, I want to say, or maybe a little over a week. And so last week Thursday we got the code saying what's wrong, all the fun stuff, and it was almost half of what Audi had quoted us. They needed a 50% deposit before they can touch the car, and Dizzy basically was like, I'm gonna go pay their half and let them carry on with the job. This was on Thursday. After he made the payment, they said, you know, it's gonna take 3 to 4 days for the car to be okay. And on Friday, the very next day, there we were in the car driving back to Joburg, well, attempting to drive back to Joburg to return the trailer, when we get the SMS saying the car's ready for collection. Now we're both freaking out. I'm like, I'm not emotionally ready. I had prepared myself for the 3 to 4 days. I don't know what to do. I'm panicking. My heart is beating out of my chest. And Dizzy's like making a U-turn, like, we're gonna go see this. I don't believe it. Sure enough, we get to Bosch. Not only is the car ready for collection, it's the cleanest I've seen it. It's parked outside, ready to go. And oh my God, my heart. I was happy, nervous, I was scared. I was honestly scared. I was physically shaking. I couldn't drive the car. And I was like, I think I have a little bit of PTSD. I can't drive this car. So Lisa drove it. We unhooked the trailer, left Blue at Bosch, drove down to Joburg with the car because obviously now you gotta test it, right? Lisa drove, took back the trailer, came back, and it drove like magic. We went to a drive-through, we get dinner, we come back home, everybody's happy. Order has been restored. Sylvia's back home. It's incredible. It's still so surreal. Like, I honestly couldn't believe it. And then the next day, which is now Saturday, and this is now where this little vlog of mine officially starts. What's up, besties? Good morning. It's super bright and early. Well, technically not. It's almost 10. I'm so late. I need to be heading out right now. I'm actually going to a mental health and motherhood with Buledi. That's where I'm going. She's been doing this for 2 years in a row. Last year I couldn't attend because I had commitments on the day. This year I had scheduled the day ahead of time, booked it off, even though I ended up with a commitment, but I had booked it off ahead of time, so I could go. I need to be gone. I should have been gone like 30 minutes ago, but I had to quickly do an intro for the video that I'm going to be shooting later on. So that's done. I'm still holding the thing for the camera, for the tripod with me here, but let me talk and walk because otherwise I'm never going to leave. You didn't draw that? I was coming to help you, to borrow you her coloring pencils. Okay, Gamma's got quite a lot. Well, a few. I don't know if I have a backup battery for this. I don't even know where the backup battery is. Alright guys, I'll see you later. Open curtains and windows and make your bed. Thank you. Make your bed. By the way, Sylvia's back, but I got in trouble with Blue. Sylvia's back, Sylvia's back, Sylvia's healthy, Sylvia drives, all the fun stuff. I'm just gonna take off my blazer. I have PTSD, so I'm just gonna sorry, my vlog is all over the show. What I'm saying is Sylvia's back, Sylvia's healthy, all the fun stuff. We drove with it yesterday. I'm just not gonna drive with Sylvia today because I kind of sort of have PTSD. I didn't know it until yesterday. Literally when we went to go fetch the car, I was shaking. I was physically shaking. I couldn't drive, so Dizzy had to drive, and I was like, you drive it, I'll drive Blue, because we had Blue obviously. So even when we were in Sylvia together, he was driving. I was like, I'm still like, there's too many emotions to process. So yeah, I'm not gonna be driving with Sylvia today. PTSD is a thing and it's real. I made it. Been jamming to my music. Whew. I was low-key worried, but I'm here. I like that I'm not the only one who's late. They actually haven't started, so that's good. How are you? Good, how are you? Good, you look amazing. You too. Yeah, you're so worried I'm late.
No, we were also worried, but I knew that
there's no way, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bunch of ladies.
It's women.
Bound to.
How are you? I'm good, how are you? I'm so happy to be seeing most of my friends.
Right, right. Yes, I saw familiar faces when I was driving in too.
You didn't even know.
Yeah, I'm low-key mad at you, you know.
Why?
Because you did this fabulous venue after we get married. Like, what's that? What's the shade? She's so shady.
Listen to this one.
I was so mad. I was like, are you for real? But don't worry, we're now forced to renew our vows because now there's a venue.
Vow renewal.
Yes.
How have you been?
Been good, right?
Here's a flyer.
Thank you.
2,000 rand worth of a spell.
Ooh. Okay, I want to win that. I've never won anything.
I want to win it
hopefully.
also. And then inside here is free 10 copies, and then
okay. Oh, do we just walk here? Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Let's go explore because this place looks amazing. Look who's here. Yes, we're gonna fuck up an all. This is such a good sign. No. The tree is gonna be on the way.
You guys look absolutely amazing.
This girl is on fire! Somebody parked directly behind me. Oh no! But I should be able to get out. They blocked me in. I need to leave the event early. They're running so late. It was meant to start at 10 and finish at 2. It is right now 20 minutes to 2 and it's not done. Like we're not even halfway through the program. I need to leave. Hey honey. Hey.
Event.
I'm leaving now. I just spoke to Refueler though.
Is it still also late?
She's also running late. She's gonna stop by Centurion and then come to us.
I give up for the hour.
When she said that, I was like, fantastic. So I'll be at home before she gets there. The nice thing is I've already done the intro, so I should just get in and out.
I'll wait for you to come back from the setup.
Okay, let me start driving then. Let me get off this call and start driving home.
So, give my fellow medicine, you know?
Yes, please.
Because how much you lose? I can give it with big one.
Honey, I need to get off this call.
Sharp.
Okay, bye. I gotta go. My guest is running late, which works for me. Great, but I gotta go. I have to go. I want to be there before she gets there. Okay, let's see. It's gonna be a lot of backing and forthing. I'm out. Pick and Pay sells great driver's licenses too. When I went to go buy bread, we normally joke with Tizzy. I'm like, and I went to the shop and I said, can I have a loaf of bread and a license to go, please? Every time he asks me to drive a manual car, which I don't. This event, oh my gosh, I'm so sad that I'm leaving before it's over because it's honestly incredible. And there's a bestie, I promised to take a photo with her, but now I didn't see her and I have to go. I feel terrible. Somebody's coming in. Okay, let's wait for that. So yeah, I have to go. Honestly, I have to prioritize shooting this video with this person I'm shooting with. It's a fun one, actually. It's for Marriage and Money. It's coming to the channel next month for Marriage and Money, and it's with a financial expert. So I don't really want to waste her time like that because it also took a minute for us to set this appointment. And even though I knew that I have this event before I confirmed with her, I knew there was no other time that I was gonna get her. I don't know if that makes sense. So I kind of had to choose a sacrifice, and unfortunately I'm sacrificing this event, even though it's such a fun, informative, empowering event that Buledi put together. Oh man, and she is such a gem. She is such a wonderful human being. Everybody's nice. I asked Aisha, please fill me in. I will be on a call with her later today so she can fill me in on the rest of the event, what happened and all the fun stuff. I wanted to hang out with Amu even longer. I have to go though. I really have to go. In my mind, the logic, because it was meant to start at 10 and finish at 2, potholes everywhere. I thought I will leave latest at 1:30 because I did say we are shooting from 2:30. So I was going to be here from 10 until 1:30, so I would miss the last bit of the event, which wasn't going to be a big train smash, but because they were running an hour and a half late, here I am missing almost the whole entire thing. I literally stayed for 2 speakers, and they have 5 speakers, and then there's a giveaway, and there's all these fun things, and obviously the networking part is the exciting part, where you just get to hang out with everybody. This pothole, so I'm driving at snail speed, but we don't cry over spilled milk. This pothole is massive. Right now we go home. Dizzy Basil complaining about the kids not wanting food. I'm like, honey, I need to get off the call so I can drive home. So I'm off the call. Let me drive home. We'll catch up at home. It was such a beautiful day, such a beautiful event. I met so many people that I had so many plans to vlog with and get content and all the fun stuff. I saw Vungai. I haven't seen Vungai in forever. Got to see Amo for the first time. We normally chat on Instagram, but we've never really met in person. So I got to see her in person. I got to hang out with Aisha, obviously. I got to see Putso. I got to see Tando. I got to see Usmabutla, a wedding planner. I just got to see so many people that I ended up putting my camera down and not vlogging it. I have a terrible habit of being in the moment and forgetting about the vlog, which is not entirely good for the vlog. The catering looked amazing. The food looked incredible. They gave us lunch as well. The welcome stand looked amazing. There was cake, which I completely missed, obviously, because I was gone. Everything just looked so well put together. It was incredible. When I got home, really was still feeling a little bit under the weather, so he was sleeping, and I basically just let him sleep, and we got on with filming for Marriage and Money. We had such a good conversation, and we shot, and then she stayed a little bit more talking about other things. It was really, really lovely. And then it was nighttime, and I said, I'm not cooking. There's no way I'm cooking. I'm too tired. It's been quite a day. So we got into Sylvia and we went to Wimpy for dinner. Not entirely the best looking dinner, but it did taste good. So I was like, it's fine. we'll have that. And then the next day came. I had a brunch booked with a friend. I woke up a little bit early, but not entirely too early, because the day before I had woken up super early, and I've been doing like super early weekends for the past 3 weekends. So I woke up early, but not too early. It's another day today. I have quite a mountain to climb. I need to wash all kids' hairs, all 3 of the kiddos' hairs, and actually style them for the week. They have been sitting with their hair undone in pom-poms for a week because I was delaying wash days. So I think today's gonna be the day. I do need to step out for a little bit to go have brunch with a friend. So right now I'm gonna start off with Gama's hair and then go for the brunch, come back and do Riley and Nola's hair. I don't know how I'm gonna do that without Dizzy Basil, but we'll see. Well, later. Right now he's here. Maybe I should start with Riley and Bonolo and then save Gama for later. Let me think this through. So I started off with Riley because he has half a head full of hair, but let me tell you, that took forever. Home guy's hair is so thick and he's got the most tender scalp ever, so you have to like do lines by one little hair strand at a time, which took forever and a year. But eventually I managed to finish his hairstyle, and I was running late, unfortunately, so I ended up texting my friend to say, look, I'm gonna be running late, and thankfully she was also running late. Oh, is it supposed to look like that?
We can decorate it.
Bonolo used to have all of her sticky things on one thing. Oh, there's more blue stuff there and orange stuff. You got more decoration stuff. Yeah, so you can still do your own thing. Eventually we did meet up at about 11. We had such a beautiful brunch. We went to Irene Link in Centurion. Incredible company. We were talking forever. Like, we were sitting there. Initially we were just gonna meet for like 2 hours tops, you know, just to recharge, catch up, all the fun stuff. We were there from 11 until 3 p.m. I had to quickly rush back home so I can come finish doing the kids' hairs, which I did. I ended up doing Nolly Nol's hairstyle. When I got back, I washed her hair and I styled it, which was great. And then I washed Gama's hair, but then I did it into like a little half because there was no way I was gonna make it. My back was killing me. I was so tired. I was so miserable. So I ended up just doing halfsies, doing little Minnie Mouse pom-poms. She was happy, I was happy. And so she went to bed, and did we go to bed? I think we stayed up watching a movie or something, me and Dizzy Basil, and ended up going to bed just before midnight. And then Monday came rolling. You know, the day before on Sunday I had this chat with Dizzy Basil, and I told him I'm so nervous to drive my car because of what happened. I had never ever gotten stuck in a car by myself. Yes, my mom was driving behind me, but I was alone in the car. And at the time I remember even saying, I'm taking this way too well than I expected. I was so chilled, calling the insurance, telling Dizzy, doing this, doing that, being in control in the moment. But I didn't realize how traumatic that was actually for me. I couldn't drive my car. We fetched it on Friday and I still hadn't driven it. Also, I do think there's a side of me that had actually let go of the car because I had already started looking at, you know, which car to buy, Kia Carnival being at the very top of that list. I was already in that, you know, framework of mind. So when the car came back, not only was I faced with, now I had to deal with all these emotions, the PTSD of me getting stuck and all the fun stuff, well, not so fun stuff, and then of course, you know, realizing that, wait, my car is actually back, because I really love my car, you guys. I love Sylvia, and realizing that it's back and it's not broken, it's working, but I still couldn't drive it. So I said to Dizzy, can I drive to my parents? You know, can I just take a trip there to not only get over my fear, but to also show them the car, because they have been stressing out about the car and, you know, worried about the car not getting fine and stuff. So on Monday, that's what I did. I was so nervous. I couldn't sleep Sunday night. Eventually at 3:30 in the morning, I was like, you know what, that's it. I'm just gonna wake up and take a shower. But I didn't leave until like after 5 because I kept stalling and coming and going and doing all these things that I didn't have to do, but just to waste more time. So eventually I, you know, checked the water tank, checked the tires, made sure everything looked right. I prayed and I left. I basically drove, and oh my gosh, it drives like a charm. I swear it drives way better than it did before it got broken down. And so I was like, maybe that had to happen so we can get here, you know. And just by the way, the only thing they had to change was the fuel injectors, because the ones that were there were fried by the contaminated fuel, so they had to put in new ones. that was it. Injectors are expensive. My car takes 6 injectors, so yeah, I say that was it. Like, it wasn't a big deal. It was a big deal, but I'm just really grateful that we had the means to pay for the injectors, and we had the grace, you know, to sort of like give ourselves time to think through what we wanted to do. And I'm grateful that Daisy actually let me do that, to not like pressure me into, let's go get it fixed, let's sell it. Because at some point I was like, let's just do assisted sale with the bank and they can sell it for parts, strip it or whatever, and then we pay off whatever's left. You know, he gave me that chance to finish off my train of thought and to actually calm down and not make rushed decisions. So that actually worked very well. And so here we are with Sylvia back home and Blue working just fine. It was money well spent. So I went to my parents, showed them the car. Everybody's happy. They were so relieved. I was so relieved. I came back home. We shot with my brother-in-law. It was so much fun. We went to bed at 1 a.m. It was such a good weekend. I did not vlog majority of what I just spoke about because honestly, I don't know, in my mind, I thought I had enough footage for the vlog and I thought I was capturing all those fun bits, but I actually wasn't. It's fine, you know, sometimes you just gotta be in the moment and then fill in the gaps like I'm doing right now. It was such a good weekend, such a busy weekend. Here, there, and everywhere, all good stuff. Sylvia's back. That's what I'm gonna say. So yeah, I hope it makes sense. I hope it sort of put these clips together and made it make sense for you guys, filled in the gaps and all the fun stuff. Thumbs it up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you besties on our next vlog. Bye besties.
Tonight we're running on the right track.